After watching Joaquin Phoenix's portrayal of Joker a second time around, I picked up on one very special Easter egg that recurs 3 times in 3 different scenes in the movie. Before I reveal what this Easter egg is, let me describe the 3 scenes and see if you can figure it out. Scene 1. Arthur Fleck talks to his social worker about his current mental state early in the movie. It is the first time we see the 2 of them together. Scene 2. Immediately following this scene, the director cuts to a flashback of Arthur Fleck in a white room titled Observation Room. In this moment, we see Arthur repeatedly banging his head into the front entrance. Scene 3. Arthur packs his belongings after being fired from his clown job. He quite literally punches out of work by punching the clock until it is destroyed. In each of these scenes, there is one thing in common: a clock. This indicates the motif of time, but they all read the same exact time to the minute, that magical number 1111. So what is the mystery behind this 1111 number? I have a couple of theories. In the modern day, when we see the clock strike 1111, we automatically say, 1111, make a wish. Although this version of Joker is set in the 70s, the modern day interpretation of 1111 centers around this common sociocultural practice. So how is this even meaningful? Arthur Fleck has 3 main wishes. He wants to spread joy and laughter, he wants to be loved, and he wants to be noticed and validated as a meaningful member to society. He remains hopeful about these wishes until the last scene I mentioned earlier, where he literally punches out the clock. It is at this point, when he is fired from his job, the final straw, that we see him beginning to shift into Joker. This sentiment of lack of hope is echoed in the scene Joker shares with Murray Franklin after admitting to the 3 murders. When Murray asks Joker why he and the audience should even believe him, he replies, "Because I have nothing left to lose." Joker has hit rock bottom. And Joker isn't the only film in which we see this recurring 1111 number. In Jordan Peele's psychological thriller, Us, 1111 was utilized most noticeably in its biblical context. Jeremiah 11:11 explains the central theme of Us, and it also foreshadows what is to come in Joker. Jeremiah 11:11 states, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Behold, I will bring evil upon them which they shall not be able to escape, and though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them." In other words, evil things are going to happen, and there will be no mercy. And it's not just Jeremiah 11:11. You can find similar themes in Proverbs 11:11 and Joshua 11:11. Finally, 11:11 is symbolic in the sense that it speaks to the duality we see throughout the entire movie. It speaks to the duality of Arthur Fleck. He is both Arthur and Joker, living in the real world and his dream world. He goes in and out of the 2. Where else do we see this duality? We see it in Thomas Wayne's version of the story versus Peggy Fleck's version of the story, dreams versus reality, the rich versus the poor, and on a lighter note, child Bruce Wayne versus what we know will ultimately morph into Batman. Did you notice any other Easter eggs throughout the movie? Write them in the comments below. I'm Mina Nadine, and you can find me at Mina Makes Magic.